Snubs and Popcorn.
Hey.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Frank.
And today's featured actor is Bryce Dallas Howard.
She is so great, but I have a question before we talk about dear Bryce.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hey, name a movie or name a pairing, I guess, like a best friend, but like where the best friend is not like part of like a big part of like the plot. Like whatever's going on, whatever's going on with the main character is not necessarily dependent upon the participation of said best friend. So like When Harry Met Sally, like her friend Marie, played by Carrie Fisher. I mean, that's kind of a big part of the movie. So
and then there's a lot of good Sherlock Holmes, Watson things, but we can't do those.
Can't do that.
They're too integral.
I got Harold and Kumar.
I got you.
That. So kind of
all right, let me.
Well,
I'll definitely
Does that make
think.
sense?
I'll definitely think.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I think so.
All right, great.
I will. Yeah. Okay. I'll mull. I will ruminate. I will.
All right, you ruminate. I'm going to talk about Bryce Dallas.
Okay. Yeah.
Howard. Go ahead. So my first one is the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Jurassic movie that she's in because really, who knows what they're named anymore? They're just all over the place with the titles. But I really like her in that. She's sort of it was a little surprising for me to see her in this because she hadn't done like that sort of thing really before. Yeah. But I think she did. I think playing sort of like the corporate wonk, and she's trying to be responsible for like the family members, but she's not doing a very good job. And she kind of holds her own, with Chris Pratt. I think, because he's a pretty he steals a lot of screen. I think. Yeah. He's a big personality. Can. Yeah. So I like him a great deal. Yeah. So I would say that her performance in that is pretty good. As things are like, she unravels at about the same rate as everything that's going on. And I think when I was thinking about that movie, I was also thinking about there's one scene where this poor woman gets like picked up by some sort of pterodactyl, and she gets picked up, and then she gets dropped, and then she gets scooped up again, and then she gets tossed around. And it's just, let this woman die, please, just let her go.
Just another day at the office.
Just tossed around. But anyway, so Bryce Dallas Howard in that is she's great in there, and
she's also been in like the sequel.
The sequel, because there's been another one, and then I think there's another one coming whenever they release that. So, but yeah, she's great in that. I'm glad she's got herself a little franchise there. Yeah. Another one where I really liked her, and I think I may have mentioned her briefly when we were talking about Viola Davis in The Help. Yes. You did mention so mean. She's just a hateful witch. And it's so weird because, like, you see her on social media.
I know you see her.
It's so weird.
Exactly.
She seems like such this sweet little thing, and you want to go, Ron, how did you raise this girl? So
what did you do to her to make her end up like this?
So, she's just so mean, and it's nice because that movie needed that. All right.
Yes.
As you
and
needed
it's a nice
the heavy
departure for her.
Yeah, and you needed the meanie, and I think it's just great that she was able to embody that, and you just want to shake her and tell her to stop being such a hateful jerk.
That's right.
Yeah,
there's no reason to be this way,
right? So you just really, she's so great in that, and you don't want to say that she just really embodies this hateful little racist.
You don't want to, exactly.
So, but that's just her job, and she's acting. So, but probably my favorite role of hers is in The Village, and universally panned movie. Nobody
it's on my list.
Prepping for this, I watched this movie again, and admittedly, I hadn't seen it since it came out. I watched it when it came out, and when it came out, I remember thinking, this isn't. It's no Sixth Sense. No. But it's also no Lady in the Water. Right. So I thought it was perfectly
Yeah.
fine. It was good. Her performance in it is great.
Yes, it is.
She really needs to use her body a lot and her face, and it's kind of a tough role, I would think, to act because she can't, while she's interacting with people and stuff, she can't do like
she's not supposed to anyway, right?
So,
she's blind,
right? She's blind, so she's just sort of kind of interacting, but not really, and she needs to maintain that. And and I think that she's great. Like when she's walking out in the woods and she's scared and she falls, and you're just like, oh crap, you buy it. And I am totally invested in her. And she was just so good. And I got to tell you, I think the twist, what a twist. That comes with an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I was fine with it.
That twist is interesting because it doesn't come toward the very end. It comes kind of like at the beginning of the third scene.
Well, it's really because there's like sort of three reveals at the end.
Yeah.
There's the reveal that
you're right.
Spoiler for this, old movie. There's the reveal that, the monsters are just sort of a control mechanism that the elders use to sort of keep everybody under wraps and under control.
And keep them in the
keep
village.
Them safe.
Safe in the village. Yeah.
So, okay, fine. And up until that point, you're like, okay, this is still the 19th century, you're thinking.
Sure.
Okay?
Why not?
Because why not? And I'm sorry, anyone who if you watch Sixth Sense, you get these people, I knew it all the whole time that he was dead.
I'm glad you did, because I did.
The
first time I saw it, no.
Right? That's crap. Yeah. Also, anybody who was watching this movie thought, they're really still in modern times.
That's right.
That's their mind. So, and then there's the reveal that, she hops over the fence, and it's just like, oh my God, it's like modern times.
Yeah, you're like,
you get the thing where William Hurt opens the box and you find out that it's all these people who lived in the inner city and they just hate modern life, and they just they've all had
some big issue,
tragedies,
trauma going
that
on.
Just so they decided we're just going to do this thing. There's one little,
and if we can raise the next generation not to
so they and this is one little line, because as I'm watching it, I'm trying to remember what did they do about airplanes and stuff. And there's like a little throwaway line, like when you're in the guard shack, where he says just like, hey, you know what? They paid a fortune to keep planes.
It's like a no-fly zone.
Yeah,
or
I don't
something.
need that nightmare. So, which isn't really how flight
stuff works. No, exactly.
But it's just like, all right, they tried to explain that away. But I thought the movie worked. I thought that she's fantastic in it. So I thought Adrian Brody in that was really, really, really good.
Yes, when I saw it again in preparation for this one, I'm the same boat with you. Saw it in the theater. I knew that I liked it. It may not have been everybody's cup of tea, but I knew I liked it. But I hadn't seen it in a long time. So when I watched it again, I'm like, Adrian Brody's really good in this movie.
And a little behind the scenes stuff, folks. We really don't talk about what movies we're going to pick.
No, we don't.
Watching this on his own, I'm watching it.
We don't know.
We don't. It's
we don't compare notes, and it's just better for us. I think
we kind of don't even like each other.
No, much. I couldn't tell you what he does any other time. It's weird.
Anyway,
know nothing about him.
So and she's become quite a director.
Yep.
She's directed 2 episodes of Mandalorian, and they were fantastic.
Which we enjoy. Both of us
love
are geeks
quite a
about
bit. And she's great. I really like her. I really like to see what she's doing with Mandalorian. Again, 2 episodes. She did the one that's sort of a Seven Samurai kind of thing, and then the other one where we meet Bo-Katan.
Where we have to get everybody.
Stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's.
The one thing that I'm going to say appreciate, which really doesn't have much to do with the Bryce side of it, it has to do with her parents, is that she comes from a Hollywood family, but
Ron Howard's your dad, if you didn't know.
so she comes from this Hollywood family, but she wasn't raised in it. Like her parents
Yeah.
didn't use their kids as child actors. Like Ron Howard's dad, in turn, was an actor, and so
Yeah.
Ron and his brother Clint were in movies or TV at a very young age.
Yeah.
Whereas Ron Howard raised his children away from it, and if it was their choice, that's fine. Support you, this sort
Right.
of thing. But so Bryce Howard isn't like 6 and then 10 in movies.
Yeah, you
she's
didn't
actually
really-
like maybe 20 by the time she's
Yeah.
in a movie. So
And I gotta
that's,
tell you,
that's
as-
kind of refreshing in a way.
As much as I like her as an actor, I'm really excited to see what else she directs.
To see where that could.
I mean, yeah, I mean the
take us.
Mandalorian stuff is fantastic, but
Yeah.
I would love to see what else she does
Yeah.
beyond
Yeah, oh yeah,
you know
yeah,
beyond
yeah.
directing
Yeah.
Mandalorian. So if she keeps still directing Mandalorian
If she wants to keep doing
episodes,
that for us,
hey,
yeah, we're
you know,
fine with
I'm
that.
perfectly happy. She
Yeah.
brings it. I mean, those episodes are amazing. She's so good. Anyway, so those are my
Yeah.
3 Bryce Dallas Howard episodes.
Though I enjoyed all those picks too. Let's take this moment to just remind people, like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Check us out on Instagram, Facebook.
So the village we overlap on.
Yeah,
the
so we
village.
overlap on the
Okay,
village,
so-
and for the reasons you say, right? She plays a blind character, and there's some big names
Oh yeah.
in the movie, but when you think about it, her role, and then Joaquin Phoenix, his role, those are the representing that generation in the village. They've got the big nice
Yeah.
parts, and the older established wonderful actors have much smaller roles. Well, not much smaller, but they've got smaller roles.
Yeah, you've got William Hurt,
William Hurt, Sigourney Weaver, and
Brendan Gleeson,
yeah, and so you see some of those
Cherry
people.
Jones,
Cherry Jones is in it, right? And
Judy Greer,
Judy Greer is in it too,
Greer,
right?
Adrian Brody. As I
a
keep
young-
interrupting you,
yes.
just throwing out names.
No, they're all the younger set at the time. Yeah, is it, and they're all very good. Yeah, all of them. But Bryce Dallas Howard, I think there's one point where a character said,
Michael Pitt.
Michael
Again, he's younger, but I
Pitt's is the lookout, the kid on the lookout tower. Jesse Eisenberg's in it
Okay,
too.
yeah, that was my next one.
You're just waiting for me to say something so you can interrupt.
I was gonna let
figured,
you-
I'm gonna get
I was
Jesse
gonna
Eisenberg
go-
in right now
Listen,
before you
see,
interrupt.
I was gonna wait almost a full minute.
Yeah,
And then
right.
just drop Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg's
So,
in it.
all right. All right.
Where was I? Oh, so her character at one point says, because she is blind, Joaquin Phoenix says something. Because the village is isolated, there is no medicine or things that could help people when they're sick. And the Joaquin Phoenix character asks Bryce Dallas Howard's character, something like, does it upset you that you can't see or something? And then she says something like, I see more than most people. and it is kind of
Yeah.
true in a way. And she's brave, and she does, because first of all, she's blind, but she's the one who ends up having to go through the woods to get
Yeah.
to some other village, which ends up being something else. But yeah, so I like that one too. So
Yeah.
I agree with that one. So we have overlap there. The other another pick for mine is As You Like It, which is a British production. It's a Kenneth Branagh film.
I think he's the only one now who's allowed to direct Shakespeare.
He probably is,
Right?
yeah. The weird thing about there's two weird things about this movie. One of them is I didn't see it at the theater. Saw it on TV, but it got released. It got released in the UK, got released in Europe.
When?
It got released
Like when?
2006 or 7, somewhere in there. It got released everywhere except for the United States. It never got released at a theater. They just decided to go straight to TV.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it was kind of interesting.
However they. Yeah. It's so weird with movie financing and rights for distribution and stuff.
So it was like it was a thing. It was like in the movies everywhere else, but not here. So anyway, as you like it, it's a William Shakespeare thing. The second interesting thing about it is Kevin Branagh, for some reason, decided to change the time and the setting. So he sets it in, I'm not exactly sure, but the middle or the later 19th century in Japan. But they're British. They're like British, not expats, but they're British people who were there for business and their commerce and all that stuff. And they've established a little enclave in Japan, and so they're all still British over there.
I think I remember reading that was William Shakespeare's original intention.
Probably
that's
was.
How
he was a crazy guy, very forward thinking.
I think that's how he envisioned it, but you know,
he wanted to get that sumo wrestler in there,
right? It's just like, where do you find a sumo wrestler?
But if I can set it in Japan, make it good. So she plays Rosalind, who also has to dress like a young man. So plays Ganymede. So she plays two things, but she brings a lot of fun, a lot of joy, and not just her. I mean, her character. That's so. It's just very. To be honest, I'm not so sure if how this production is in general, but she's very good at it. Yeah, no, she definitely stands out in this one. Like I said, it's Shakespeare. They try to keep the flavor. They just, like I said, change the setting a little bit. I'm not even sure if that works necessarily or really why. Who knows? But that was Kenneth Branagh's decision. But Bryce Dallas Howard is wonderful in that one. She's Rosalind. It's just, I love it. It works for me. Her performance works for me.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
What is the next one? Oh, the next one, my third one is Rocketman. She plays the mother of Elton John, and she's and she gives a very credible British accent because she's playing a British woman, and she.
See that
when you oh really? See, I didn't have trouble with that one, but I liked. It's not nice. I liked the fact, though, when they're establishing what his upbringing was like. You just really got the idea of his father's strict in a certain way, disconnected. But she is a little more active, but she's still distant and. This effect. She's just she's got her own life. She's a little selfish, a little catty. There's just stuff where she's not exactly.
I mean, that stuff I could relate to. I am also very selfish and catty.
Tell me about it. But so he ends up having to get a little better relationship with like his grandmother. Yeah. Because of that, his home thing, and. I didn't have any trouble with her like taking me out of the thingy. I just because that movie's it's breaking the fourth wall a lot and all this stuff. So that didn't like do anything for me. I mean, she didn't take me out saying, "Oh, that's Bryce Dallas Howard. What she's doing this role for, or what's she doing in here."
So you had Rocketman, and then you had
the year before Bohemian Rhapsody.
When you had Bohemian Rhapsody, which one of those sort of music biopics did you like better?
I think they work differently. They really do, and they're both good acting performances.
There's a gun in your head. You have to pick one to watch.
I'm gonna probably watch Bohemian Rhapsody. Rhapsody.
See, that's all I asked. Why
Yeah.
do you make me have to bring
No, a
threats
gun
into
involved.
it?
Yeah. Could I go the rest of my life and not see Rocketman again? I'd say, yeah, I probably could. I would like to see Bohemian Rhapsody. No, I'm just saying, if I I'd see one again and one not again, I'd probably go. I would watch Bohemian Rhapsody again. I think that was the movie, not the song,
Yeah.
not the music material,
Yeah,
not
no.
the
It's just-
characters. It's not like, oh, I don't care for Elton John.
No, I
Yeah.
liked. There was a lot of Rocketman that I liked. I think I liked Bohemian Rhapsody better. I don't. There were times in Rocketman that sort of like it kind of drifted off the narrative a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like
the thing that
I need to be focused on a story.
I like the fact that you asked that question right now. I like the fact because they're very, in one sense, they're very easy to compare to each other just because they came out like a year different. Both of the main characters overlap; their careers overlap completely. Well, one is now deceased, but you know what I'm saying. Their height is the same time. Everything fits, so it really is easy to decide. Or to at least compare them. I would go with Bohemian Rhapsody. But anyway, just to get back to the Bryce Dallas Howard thing, I found I had no problem, and I liked her because she's just selfish and not very supportive.
Yeah.
Not as unsupportive as the father, but still, she's just not all on board with everyday life.
She was less not supportive.
She was less not supportive. Yeah. She was not supportive, but less non-supportive than the father.
His dad. Yeah, see, I think that makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
This is why I did so well in math. So
that's right. So
right.
those would be
your
my
three. I want to recap. You had Rocketman, and you had As You Like It, and The Village.
The Village. And you had the one we did overlap on The Village, and you also liked her in Stalling Now.
Yeah.
Because oh, the Jurassic World franchise. You call it. I think that was Jurassic World, right? Jurassic Park's the early one, and this one's the second.
Jurassic Things.
Jurassic Amusement Park. Jurassic Lunch.
Who goes and reopens a dinosaur park after the last time?
Failed so miserably.
Jesus.
Oh, and violently.
All right, I know what we're gonna open. I got an idea for.
I got an idea.
I got an
we
idea.
can clone some of these
Do you
dinosaurs.
remember the dinosaur thing that went really badly?
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again with a bigger, more badass dinosaur.
Yeah.
Huh? All
We'll
right,
just
let's
have
do
it just be completely out of control.
I'm gonna write a check.
We'll get more people hurt in this one.
Yeah.
Let's get more people hurt. Sign me up. I want my name on that
Come on,
one.
what was my
Oh,
third?
all right. So hang on. So you got The Village, Jurassic World, we'll call it, and what was the other one? Hang on.
I was trying to help you there with giving you some time.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
But, hang on. Wait.
You didn't get it. I even gave him a hint. Nothing. I even gave him a hint. Tried to help him.
What was the hint? I'm stalling.
The hint was the word help. Because, it
Oh,
was
the help. Yes.
See what I'm working
Correct.
with? Every...
And he blames Corky. He's really lashing out at me every time. Oh, that's rough.
Corky, come on, man. Anyway. Yeah. So I asked you a question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've been trying to also stall for time while I'm thinking of this one. Because there are so many that I want to pick, but then I'll say, well, you can't, because they are... They are very much. Like I said, Holmes and Watson, or I always loved Romeo and Michelle, 10th High School Reunion, love them, but they're too integral. So I to pick somebody who's in a movie, who is a good friend and is not a big thing, I think I'm going to have to go with, because I always did like his relationship, his support, is in the Indiana Jones movies, Marcus Marcus Brody.
Oh, okay.
Denholm
Elliott. Yeah. Marcus Brody. Yeah.
I like that because
Right,
he's
yeah,
a
that's a good
complete
one.
academe. He's not
Yeah.
that kind of guy, but when he needs to, he'll still do that stuff for Indy. And
Yeah,
he
he's a
also
good
helps them
support
supplying
system.
the money
Yeah.
and getting support through the official channels of school.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's not a bad
So
one.
that's what I came up with
That's-
because I
that's-
like that character anyway.
That's not bad. The reason I asked the question is because I recently watched the movie Clueless.
Oh yeah,
Great movie. Love that movie.
Cher,
And
not
so
that Cher.
I
the
noticed
other character
that
Cher.
like Cher's best friend Dion
yes,
it got me to thinking about the whole best friend role in movies like that,
Yeah.
where she's in the movie a lot, but nothing that goes on with Cher is directly like you could take Dion out of the movie and not really miss her contribution to what's going on with Cher. So,
but as a friend though,
but as a
you
friend,
know
though,
that Cher would
great.
miss it.
They're great together. They've got a great chemistry. Both actors are just fantastic together. And watching that just sort of got me to thinking about
It definitely conveys that bond that friends have, where sometimes things just go unspoken, and you still know.
And there's a handful, and name a romantic comedy where there's always like the roommate who's just sort of like will throw in quick little asides, like sort of a Janine Garofalo character. She would pop up in movies like that, where she's just got something like
a little
sardonic.
snarky. You got it. They're just gonna say
and then you
something.
never hear it. And it's just like, wait a minute, I want to see more of her.
Yeah,
she's
how come
funny,
that's not more
funny and bitchy, and it's great.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was.
Well, I got to be honest. That question is a little tougher than it sounds because most times you put in a quote unquote best friend, they're either in all the time with them side by side, or like you say, they use it as this kind of like missing invisible roommate or whatever classmate who's really not in the movie at all and doesn't whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do the bucket.
Right.
You get to pick this time.
Okay. Blame it on me now.
Exactly.
All righty. You know I want to just do this.
He's not in there. He's not in the bucket.
How
Unless
do
you
you
put him
know?
back in the bucket. He's not in the bucket.
I don't think he was ever in the bucket,
He's
knowing
never in the
you.
bucket.
All right. Very good. I got it.
You want to share with me?
No, I do
so
not.
that
I
know
do
what
not want to share with you.
movies I need to watch.
Nope.
Stuff. All right. Yeah.
You're on your own, mister.
All right. Fine. Cool. All right. That's it for us, folks. Thanks for watching Ticket Stubs and Popcorn. If you would, please like and subscribe. Throw some stuff down in the comments. We'd love to hear what you have to think.
Yeah. Or if you have a suggestion, you want to, whatever, something.
Yeah. So
Keep it clean, of course.
Or not. So yeah, we'll see you next time.